Hello students, today we will study the poem Village Song which has been written by Sarojini Naidu, an Indian English poet. She lived between 1879 to 1949 and she is known as the Nightingale of India. She was not only a poet but also an active political figure and freedom fighter of the country. The present poem Village Song reflects her deep rooted interest in Indian culture and custom. The poem is like a folk song. So let's study the poem. Full are my pictures and far to carry, lone is the way and long. Why, oh why, was I tempted to tarry, lured by the boatman's song? The poem has been written in first person, as you can see the use of pronoun I here. And the narrator is a young village girl who has gone to fetch drinking water from the river Yamuna, and she has become so late there that on her way back home she finds herself alone on the long and dark road. And here she narrates her fear and her thoughts that she come across while coming back home. Full are my pictures. She says that full are her pictures yani ghada, and far to carry, and she has a long way. She has to travel long distance to carry that pictures. Long is the way, and the way is long as well as lonely. She is all alone, she is all by herself, nobody around there, सब सुनसान है, कोई वहाँ नहीं है. Why was I tempted to tarry, lured by the boatman's song. She rebukes herself. वो अपने आप को फटकार लगाती है कि why was I tempted to tarry, कि मैं इतनी टेम्प्ट क्यों हुई, इतनी प्रलोभित क्यों हुई, टू टेरी, टू डिले देयर, टू स्टे बैक देयर, ल्यूड बाय. एंड वट वॉज द कोज ऑफ हर स्टेइंग बैक देयर, वहाँ रुके रहने का कोज क्या था. शी वॉज सो ल्यूड, शी वॉज सो इंटाइज्ड, शी वॉज सो अट्रैक्टेड बाय द बोटमैन सॉन्ग. वहाँ जो नाविक थे उन नाविकों का गाना सुनकर वो इतनी प्रभावित हुई, इंटाइज्ड हुई कि वो वहाँ पर उनका गाना सुनती रही. एंड शी गॉट लेट. Swiftly the shadows of night are falling, and rapidly the shadows of night, रात की परछाई means darkness is getting, it is getting dark here, oh here. And at that time she can hear two various sounds coming in that lonely सुनसान रात के अंधेरे में जो आवाज़ आ रही है उनको वो सुन सकती है. एंड फर्स्ट साउंड दैट शी हियर्स इज़ द वाइट क्रेन कॉलिंग, एंड सारस की आवाज़ वो सुन सकती है. एंड शी इज़ स्केयर्ड कि कहीं ये इज़ इट द वाइल्ड आउल्स क्राई, कि कहीं ये जंगली उल्लू की आवाज़ तो नहीं है. देयर आर नो टेंडर मून बीम्स टू लाइट मी, और to aggravate the situation, to make the situation even bad, there were no moonbeams, there was no moonlight to light her way back home. If in the darkness, पूरा अंधेरा है, moonlight भी नहीं है. If in the darkness a serpent should bite me, और ऐसे में she is full of scary thoughts, and one of such thought is, if in the darkness a serpent, a snake might bite her, क्या होगा अगर एक सांप उसे काट ले. और if an evil spirit, और हो सकता है कि some evil spirit, कोई बुरी आत्मा, should smite me, smite literal meaning होता है कट करना, but here evil spirit should smite me, हो सकता है कि some evil spirit cast its spell ऑन द विलेज गर्ल, कहीं वो इविल स्पिरिट उसको अपने वशीभूत ना कर ले या कोई काला जादू ना कर दे. सो उसे कई तरह के डर सता रहे हैं. ऐसे में शी प्रेज टू द गॉड रामा, वो राम से प्रेयर करती हैं, राम रे राम आई शेल डाई, इफ़ समथिंग लाइक दैट हैपन्स शी विल डाई. द पोएट further describes in the voice of the village girl. The village girl, she's not only worried about herself, but she has a concern for her family as well. She says, my brother will murmur, and when his sister has not come back yet home, so in that situation her brother will murmur, वो बड़बड़ाएगा, he will complain that why does she linger, why did she stay back there, my mother will wait and weep. But her mother's response or reaction will be different. She will patiently wait for her, and she will even cry for her, saying, oh safe, may the great gods bring her. She will also pray to God and to bring her daughter safely to her home. The Jamuna's waters are deep, and mother's concern will be the Yamuna's water are so deep, nothing bad should happen to her daughter. The Jamuna's waters rush by so quickly, the shadows of evening gather so thickly like blackbirds in the sky. The Jamuna's water is not only deep, but its flow is very swift. So पानी गहरा है as well as तेज धारा भी है. So the mother and daughter have their fears. The shadows of evening gather so thickly like blackbirds in the sky. Here simile has been used. The shadows of evening means darkness is getting more thicker like blackbirds, as blackbirds gather in the sky. Oh, if the storm breaks, what will betide me? What will happen to me? इफ़ द स्टॉर्म ब्रेक्स आउट, अगर तूफान आ जाता है तो क्या होगा? सेफ फ्रॉम द लाइटनिंग वेयर शेल आई हाइड मी, और बिजली से बचाकर वेयर शेल आई हाइड मी, मैं अपने आप को कहाँ छुपाऊंगी? Unless thou succor my footsteps, thou has been used for God. She seeks assistance and help and guidance of God itself to take her safely to her home. Unless thou succor my footstep, unless you give strength to my footsteps and you guide me, Ram Re Ram, I shall die, otherwise I shall die.